So we got a super wet day out here in Northeast New Jersey. Can't get out there and ride. But I've been meaning to do this video because a lot of you guys have been asking me about some of the Rickrak products that I'm about to show you. So if you guys have been watching me for a little over a year, I've been using the Rickrak luggage combo. Before that, what I used to do is basically what everybody does, just have a bag and pretty much strap it down to like a sissy bar and stuff like that. And you never seem to have enough space, or it takes you so long to strap down the bags. There's no good mounting points for a bag, and it just becomes like a really big pain in the neck, especially if you're going like in and out of a hotel every single day. Like the trip I did with me, Sandy, and Danny last year, we did 8,000 miles from here to Oregon, California, and back. Took us 3 weeks. I think we were about in 17, 18 different hotels almost every single day. And it starts to becoming a pain in the neck, as kind of Sandy figured out really quick, because he had to, strap all his bags onto the bike. That takes time, whatever it is, 10, 15 minutes. And then as you're riding, the bags start coming unloose. You have to check them at, when you stop for gas, and the straps get loose, or the bungees, whatever. And it's just a problem. And then especially if you're going in and out of a hotel every single day, it could get annoying. I know it got annoying for me until I started using the Rickrak luggage combo. So this is the Rickrak luggage combo. And let me show you guys first what you will need. All of these parts you could get at Rickrak. I'm going to leave a link for you guys down below in the video description so you guys could check out all these products at www.rickrak.com. If you use my code, you will get a discount off your entire order. So if you have a touring bike, a Road King, Street Glide, or Road Glide, basically this is going to work for you. And they just came out with their models for the Softail, so it will work on a Street Bob, on a Fat Boy, on the Heritage, on the Lowrider, Lowrider S, Lowrider ST. It will work for all those bikes, but you will need a different cargo rack and a different set of docking hardware, obviously. But the bag obviously is the same, but the framework underneath is different. So you will have to order the proper bag and setup for your specific bike, whether it's a Softail frame or whether it's a touring frame. So they do have this basically for all the bikes. I'm riding the Pan America ST right now, and they don't have anything for that as of yet. I'm going to try myself to see if I could maybe get something fabricated for it so I could use my bag. But like I said, if you have any of the Softail models or any of the touring models, definitely head on over to the website and check it out. This is the best luggage system for touring, for long distance trips. It's not even close. It's not even close. This bag, and I'll show you guys in a second, this bag literally goes on the bike and off of the bike in 10 seconds. So the first thing you're gonna need is some docking hardware. This docking hardware specifically is for the touring models. Then obviously if you have a Softail, you're gonna need it for the Softail models. You could get all of these parts on the Rickrak website. You're gonna need some docking hardware. And then what's gonna go on to the docking hardware, as so, it just slides in and locks in. You're going to need the rack system for the specific bike. Now the racks for the touring and the Softail, Rickrak also carries that. So you're gonna need this, and then basically the bag is going to mount directly onto this rack. It's like super easy. So once you have the docking hardware installed, and then once you have the cargo rack installed, then all you need to do is take these U-shaped hooks right here and basically lock it onto the front, and then the back right here, you're just gonna need to open up these two clamps, and then it locks down onto those clamps, and then you tighten the clamps up, and then that's when the bag is pretty much locked onto the bike. There is no way that this in the front is going to come off. And then what I do is Rickrak sells this lock right here specifically for here. There's a mounting point, a hole through the frame that is attached to the bag. So basically what I do is I just use this lock. I come up underneath under the cargo rack and then lock the steel frame of the luggage combo onto the cargo rack. Once you do that, there is no way for this bag to leave the motorcycle. They also have a small combo lock for, say, the top. Just say if you want to throw a lock on here. If you could even take this bag onto a plane if you want. That's another good thing that I really never mentioned is if, say, you're renting a bike. I'm in New Jersey. Say if you're renting a bike in California and say you got to take a flight over there and that bike over there is set up with the docking hardware and a cargo rack. This is the luggage you would use. You would take this piece of luggage, and I'll show you guys in a second. It has wheels and stuff and a handle. And this is basically pretty much like a carry-on. You could carry this onto an aircraft and then take it to the motorcycle, mount it to the motorcycle, and you're good to go. So that's another reason, you know, that this is good. I never really thought about it until a couple weeks ago, and I just wanted to mention it. But once you lock this bag onto the cargo rack, it is not coming off. Let me take it off. Let me show you the bag. This is kind of how it looks from underneath. So also, I got a lot of questions. Is this bag waterproof? This bag technically is not waterproof, but I will tell you, we did a Maine trip, a couple 1,000-mile Maine trip, and we were stuck in some pretty nasty rain. But we were rolling, we were riding. I will tell you, the material on this bag is really tightly woven, and it just seemed like the rain was just, if it did hit the bag, it would just kind of, as long as you're moving, just kind of bead off. I wouldn't, though, if I wouldn't stop and just sit there and let rain saturate the bag. That I wouldn't do. But that's why inside with this system, you do get a rain cover, Rickrak rain cover. Another reason why I love this cover, and this is how I operated this bag on our 8,000-mile trip with the cover on all the time, because I just didn't want to pull over and kind of get stuck in the rain, right? And then having to find the cover and put it on, by that time possibly be too late. But another thing I noticed with this cover, they really designed it well, is that it's waterproof, obviously, but if you see, there is a strap on all four corners of this bag. So what I would do is, once the bag is installed on the cargo rack, I would take these straps and put them up through and underneath the cargo rack, and then I would lock it in, and then I would cinch it down. So not only does it hold the cover on the bag, but you're also cinching the entire bag down to the cargo rack, and it literally makes it super, super stable. Once you install this bag onto the cargo rack, it's already stable, but once you mount the four corners with the straps, it's literally almost, it feels like it's like welded on there. So I will tell you, the reason why I love this bag is because of a few things. Number one, the convenience. I'm going to take this off because I want to show you the pockets and stuff. Number one, the convenience of the bag, because you literally take it on and off the bike in 5 seconds. And also the confidence that I have. And when I say confidence, meaning when I used to travel all the time, I had the sissy bar in the back. I had any bag or duffel bag, whatever, strapped to the sissy bar down to, like, there's not a lot of docking points, right? Or, you know, mounting points. So you would like latch a bungee or something, or strap onto where the shock is, or to the back of the cargo. Like there's not a lot of points to mount your bags. And if you're using bungees or straps, a lot of times they get loose. And if you're traveling 6, 7, 8, 900 miles in a day, I'm always like thinking in the back of my mind, and it happened to me before, where a bungee lets loose or a cargo strap gets loose, and then you got to pull over, You're never confident. This bag gives you confidence. Once you put and mount this bag onto the cargo rack, and then on top of that, install the rain cover and cinch the four corners down, I never look back or think about this bag, if it's there, or did something let loose or anything like that. I know this bag is there. I never have to worry about it. And when you're riding long distances, that means a lot. Not to have to worry, about pulling over every couple miles, or worried about, if one of you, if you lose your bag. Like, could you imagine if you lose a bag on a trip and it just flies off your bike and you don't know until you're 100 miles down the road? So it just gives me confidence. So it has a couple, obviously, side pockets. You got one there. On the bottom, you only have a handle because you have the wheels. And then over here, you have a large pocket. And then on the other side, you have another large pocket. And this bag, once you open it, you have two small netted pockets on the side. You have a netted pocket here in the lid. But not only that, you have another zipper here. If you open that, let me just close the top. If you need some extra space, you see, you pull it up and it gives you about another 2.5 inches of cargo space, which honestly for our 8,000 mile trip, I never even used, because this bag just carries so much. Like a lot of these pockets, like on a side and stuff, I use them a lot because I keep a lot of the stuff that I use for like riding, like whether it's extra face shields or gloves or some paper towels, chapstick, whatever, snacks. I don't put them in here. Like this never gets opened until I get inside the hotel. It's gonna store all my clothes, my camera gear, my computer. So that never gets opened. The only time it gets open is when I'm inside the hotel, but I use these side pockets a lot when I'm on the road. So, I mean, the bag is amazing. Like I said, airplane, wheels, right? Lift the handle, you got the handle here. Carry it onto an airplane if you're renting a bike. Get to California, roll the luggage right out of the airport and lock it onto the bike, and you're good to go. So this bag has so many use cases, but they do have this, like I said, for the touring model and for the Softail model. Highly, highly approve and recommend this bag. I can't speak more highly about it. You're gonna have to just try it for yourself to really see how well this system works. So there's a couple things really quick that I also wanted to show you from Rickrak, because a lot of you guys ask me, like, sometimes how I mount my camera gear on the bike, and there's a couple more Rickrak products that I do want to show you guys. So another thing I used to use, I don't know if you remember, I did do a video on it. It's the gas cap keeper. So this product is awesome because this product, let me take it out of the case. It's so simple, but yet so good. It's just, it really is. It's just such a good product. So this is, let me come closer and show you guys, just so you guys could see. But this product, a button, it has this whole part right here is rubber, and this is rubber coated as well. And then it has 3M tape on the back. You peel that off, and what you do is you stick it right onto your gas cap. Once this is on top of your gas cap and you unscrew your gas cap, then this button is magnetic. You see? And what you do is you take your gas cap and you just mount it directly to the side or the top of your gas tank. And that's what I loved about it, because a lot of times you go to the gas station, you remove your gas cap, you're either, I don't know what you guys do with it, but me, a lot of times I would put it on top of the pump. I don't get off my bike when I refuel. I sit on the bike, I keep it upright to try to get the most gas into it. And when I do that, I put the gas cap on top of the pump. A lot of times I reached over and you're like just a little bit too short to reach, and then you hit it and then it rolls on the ground and it's underneath the car. A couple times that happened. I've seen it happen to people. So I don't know what you guys do with your gas caps, but this is the best. Some people were saying, oh, I'm not going to put it on my tank. I'm not going to scratch my tank. This whole thing is rubber coated. You will not do any damage to your tank, I promise you. But it is just such a simple product, but it is such a great idea. And I love this product. Just too bad, like on the newer models, obviously you don't have a gas cap no more. You have the flip top. But if you have 23 and prior, this would work as well. And it'll also work if you have a car. So another great product. Another product I wanted to show you guys is, I had these, I believe they're on Mad Max, I forgot. But these are the inlays for your bags. You know, when you get the bike, you have the red reflectors on the bags. So these are inlays that if you remove your reflector, you have some 3M tape on the back, and you could replace your reflectors with this carbon fiber inlay. Absolutely beautiful. I think I had them on Mad Max. I don't remember. But that's a really nice touch if you don't want a red reflector on the back of your bags. You could go with the carbon fiber. Two more things I wanted to show you. You guys ask me a lot of times how I mount my cameras on my bikes. Rickrak has an entire kit. So the kit comes with a clamp. It comes with two, like, I want to say like two ball swivel joints. And then it also comes with another like ball swivel joint. You could mount it to your bars. You could mount it to the bottom of your forks. This kit has everything you basically need to mount probably, I'm going to say 3 cameras possibly to your bike. And I have another product here. Let me show you guys this product because they just sent this to me. This is really cool. So this is almost like just a clamp. Like a lot of times, me personally, I don't want to stick anything to the windshield, right? Or there's no mounting points. So Rickrak made this little clamp. I love this thing. You unloosen it, you see it opens there. And this is where it's perfect for. Right in the front of the windshield, you just mount it straight to the windshield, right? And then this is where you're gonna mount your camera. You could face it forward or you could face it backwards, and this ain't going anywhere. I love this thing. I love this. Because a lot of times there's no real mounting points. A lot of times people mount stuff to their bars, but the problem is the angle isn't correct. It's like you see the person, like it looks like obviously the camera is down and to the corner, but this perspective, if you mount it to the windshield and it's up high, it's going to give you the best perspective on the rider. All right, guys, that's it for this video. They also have a lot of other amazing products like the saddlebag safety bolts. They're flat. They get rid of that hook. I can't stand that hook in the bags. Once you install these the safety bolts, it's perfectly flush with the inside. Nothing will get hooked on like a bag, a strap, or a hat, or what have you. And it gives you a lot of extra room in the bag. So those are awesome as well. So definitely check out the links down below in the video description. Use my code at www.rickrak.com. I'll give you guys a discount. If you guys do get the bag, come back to this video and let me know down below in the comments what you think of it, or just email me and tell me your thoughts. I really want to know. All right? See you guys later. Peace out.